Testing, testing. 1, 2, testing, testing. Skechers. Yeah, we up here testing. Ooh. Testing. 1, 2. I'm testing. I'm testing. 1, 2. Yes. Ugh. Oh, me, oh, my. Yes, we're up here testing. Yeah. We're testing. Today we are tested by God. Yes. Oh, my. We are tested by God. Not tolerated. And as you can see, it's hump day. It's hump day. It's hump day. I'm going to say that one more time for you slow people. You slow people. Oh, yes, we will say that one more time for you slow people. We are on the hill where we don't need no freaking pill. We don't need no pill. We don't need no cocaine. We don't need no heroin. Oxycodone. We don't need no Tylenol. We don't need no Excedrin. We don't need no ibuprofen. We don't need none of that. We don't need no blood pressure pills. We don't need no diabetes pills. We don't need none of that. No. We infested with God, blood. We infested with love. That's what happened when you hang out with God. You get infested with love, empathy, compassion. So you don't need a pill. And you just figure it out and just learn how to deal. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah. This ain't no Slick Willie. This is the real deal coming from on the hill. This is Slick. This is no. I don't get confused. This is no Slick Willie. We are on the hill where God has cut her loose, figuring it out. Now, we are about to erupt. We are about to erupt and let it go, let it flow. Yeah. And for Annie Mae's place, look at that. This is dedicated to Annie Mae's place. Yeah, you baby. We laying it down today. True and blue. We are thinking about you, Annie Mae. Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready to hit that spot. And you know what spot? The place where it's hot. Annie Mae's place. Man, I missed that voice from Annie Mae. Oh, you hitting that spot. Oh, you hitting that spot. Yeah, this is for you, Annie Mae. I was thinking about you this morning, baby. Oh, yeah. I'm ready to hit that spot, Annie Mae. What you think? I should go from blue to anime? I tell you what, I need to hit some spot. It's getting rough in the hood. Oh boy. Yeah, I like to kid around. Yeah, I like to joke around. I like to be in empty places so I can create spaces. You know, all honesty. Oh, God has shown me the way by cutting me loose, picking me from the pride. Now I didn't say my name was Clyde. I said God was picking me from the Clyde, the pride, or splitting the group up. That way I can figure out who is trying to mess all of us up. Just, yeah. But anyway, I got that hunkering feeling, baby. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. I'm at the age where I don't have wet dreams. Nowadays they call them memes. Dysfunctional, confused, and considered about being abused. That's how people my age are when they get on social media. Dysfunctional. What does it mean? Oh, yeah. But I tell you one thing, they know. Oh, you're hitting that spot. They know that. We know all about that. Oh, hitting that spot, baby. Yeah. I hadn't hit a spot so long, man. I'm like, we're retired. I believe I have retired. Oh, that's that hunkering love. That's that, man. My mind is telling me no, but my body said go get it. Oh, those situations, man. Oh, I can just only imagine what the 80-year-old, oh man, 90-year-old. That's when you really know that those days are gone and they ain't coming back. 80. Those days are gone and they not coming back. Ain't no testing. You know, I don't know about 75, but I mean 80, 90. You know it's gone. The thrill is gone. I don't even think the blue pill even work. I really don't. I don't know. But like I said, I don't need no freaking pill. So I don't know yet. I haven't experienced that yet. But anyway, but one thing I do know, God will separate you from the crowd, from the clan. God will separate you, just to let you figure out who is that. Let you figure out who is Judas. Who is here to harm you? Who is here, to do things behind your back? Who is that one? In my case, who is that gang of people that's trying to take you out? God will separate you. Not letting you. And this is how it works. It comes in secrecy. It don't. It just don't. The Spirit will never come out and tell you what it really is. What the Spirit does is just let you figure it out on your own. It's too easy. That's the universe don't work like that. The plan is to let you figure out on your own. That way you can accomplish what it is that you need to accomplish. And that's putting these Judas to the side. And there's no feeling that didn't realize, but the thing is, it's going to break your heart. It's going to break your heart. It's going to hurt. Trust me. It's going to hurt like hell. But after now you will be in the world of denial. Oh no, not this. No, not. Oh no. That's the way it works. It's not gonna straight come out and say, "Hey, this is Judas." No, the universe will let you figure it out on your own. Like I said, it cuts like a knife. It hurts. Because I'm seeing too many brothers want your sister. What kind of stupid? Your brother wants your wife. What is going on? The world is full of women. What is it with family members want family? You want your brother, sister, ex. You want an ex, man. This is sick. I think it's sick. I'm seeing too much of that. That's weird. That is strange. I understand the possibility. They keep talking about West Virginia. Mountain people. Cousins kissing cousins, but man. I don't care if you in West Virginia or if you in Miami, New York. And the thing is, the way people have been separated, you don't know who is who these days. You really don't. Everybody's mixed. Even the Klan. The Klan got. Oh, we are pure. If you living in America, where the pure is at? Because Massa been sneaking in the barn for 400 years. Come on now. Where the pure is at? Them days gone. Ain't nothing pure. Nothing. People finding out more and more, man. Black Jews. Black Jews. They used to thought that it was the black Jews had the juice. And now they come to realization that, what about Asia? What about Haitians? They ain't Jewish. They got that juice. Puerto Ricans, they ain't Jewish. They got that juice. A lot of truth But when you've been lied to, your whole concept of your life, when your country was built on a lie, what you expect? Everything is a lie. Everything is a lie. They showing them speak with why they nose cut off like that? Why they nose off like that? Because everything is based on a lie. How do you sell a lie? They just kept the lie going. Keep the lie going. And this is the thing. Why you couldn't keep Zeus, Matthias, Hercules? Why you couldn't keep them as gods? I mean, why they were the worshiping the European gods. The Mayas, they worshiped the god, the sun. That was their god. But the European, they worshiped Hercules, Zeus, Thor. This ain't no fairy tale. This is really not a fairy tale. They really worship. Europe worship. Look at the stars. That's why they gave the pattern of the stars. That's why you get your zodiac signs. Mythological. Yeah. Jesus come from Africa. That's funny though. The people that they gave up their God to worship the son of God out of Africa. Egypt is Africa. It's just the myth. Let's stretch the lie a little bit. Let's change things up. That way we can fool. How you gonna fool somebody to break it off a nose? The message is lying. Lies and truth. What is the truth? What is a lie? If you see it with your own eyes, how can that be a lie? But if you got just say you got a magician, and you see it with your own eyes, so what do you believe? So you create a magician just to cover lies. Just when you see a Haitian doing something over here, so you create your own. You create your magician to try to mimic the Haitian, knowing that you can't do what the Haitian do, so you got to put a little trickery behind it, just to try to replicate what he do, just to make. Just so you can lie, say, oh, they don't know what they doing. That's a Jew doing it. It got to be the truth coming out is out. And I can't lie. My mission is to get out here and seek the truth. And you got clowns talking about the truth. The biggest liars ever, you done stole everything you got. Who gonna believe you? Why would anybody believe you? Everything you own, you got, you stole it. You stole it. Then you keep trying to steal anything, God has wiped that magic veil from from a lot of people's eyes. People have woke up, Then when you get caught with your pants, then you get up and run. Speaking on truth, you lying bastard. But it hurts. The truth hurts more than one way. I mean, it hurts when you things that you was told and all these things, and this is your religion. All of these things you raised up believing, and one day you just grow up. And then you get to thinking, how is that possible? And they still try to, throw these lies on you. How that then you get to thinking for yourself. You don't have nobody else. You don't have these puppet masters, and they try to get you at an early age. But when you still, I'm quite sure everybody go through that. The pinnacle point of your life when you start thinking on your own, when you get these people keep coming to you. But that's what teachers and reverends and all of that, man. You question it. I question mine. Your boss man, people with authority. They lie. You naive. You don't know no better. Oh, whatever I say, your boss man. Whatever I say is the truth. Yeah. That's what woke me up. It's best to go out and figure out what really the truth is. That way. You won't be going through this world, this empty world, manipulated, confused, and because when you lied to all your life, you can be manipulated because you don't know, and that's the way a lot of people haven't even left their hometown. A lot of people haven't even left their state. They don't know. You can, that programming is programming for a reason. That's the lie for the season. If you don't get out and experience life and get out and figure it out for yourself, guess what? You're going to take that lie to the grave. Never knowing. You experience life by, getting out here, meeting new people, new cultures, different cultures. That's how you figure it out. A lot of people is labeled, these are bad people. That's just like, you look at a Western, them devils. The Indian, they was labeled as the heathens. The devils. They was labeled as the bad people. That's funny though, because they didn't have to run for their life. It was the exact opposite. Shoot, the bad people. The bad people got all their land, and women got raped, got taken from them, land, everything. But they was labeled as the bad people, the heathens. Come on. These kind of lies. History. And it goes on and on and on and on. We gonna take Jesus and make him white. What the hell? Damn. Take Jesus and make him white. Put him up in every church, every black church. Make sure that they understand that Jesus is white. And that myth is still wrapped in a lot of white people's head. They, what? forgot the part where we stole Jesus from Egypt. We stole him. They didn't tell that part. Egypt is in Africa. they forgot to put that part in it. People waking up. Man. Cause I know coming up in every household and in every church, you're gonna have a black people. They're gonna have a portrait of Martin Luther King and Jesus. No joke. Martin Luther King and Jesus. You got bamboozled. That's how you get swindled. You get robbed. You get shifted. You get shafted. You even get chased. Lies. But the goal was to make everybody a heathen. That's the fallen angel. You got all these fools walking around here doing stupid stuff, bad stuff, and now somebody figure out, well, we need to put cameras everywhere. Now they catching all the heathen, the stupid people, lies, deceitful, envy, unorganized. But God said, I love you, but I don't trust you. I love you, but I don't trust you. That's how I feel. I love you, but I don't trust you. I was looking at something this morning that the fella trusted this lady out there waving that like her car was broke down. He gonna go down on the dirt road with her. He lived to see another day, but barely. I guess that's a mistake he would never do. This was a white man. I'd never do that no more. Yeah. When you teach people that to trust, because this is precious as the driven snow. This is precious. Trust, love it. Shoot, evil boy, evil. These days you don't know what is what these days. I mean, you can't speak on something just because you see it. You got to sit back and watch it for a little bit. You can't, but you're not supposed to judge anyway, but you can't look at people now and just make exceptions, and I mean, just like me, people walking behind me want a picture. I don't know if you are for me or against me. I don't know. I don't know. You just don't walk up on nobody and just take a picture. You got to act. You just don't, be or just be slick with it. You put your camera in certain ways, but you just don't bowl up on nobody and you don't know. I don't know when people, approach me if they want to hurt me or harm me. I don't know. I can't tell. I just have to sit back and just, you don't know. Because we've been lied to and lied over and over again, lied and lied. You don't know the truth. So when you got a whole group of people just don't really know the truth, well, I mean, if you've been around robbing and thieving and all this carrying on all your life, that's all you know, guess what? That's what you know. That's why in some cases you got the whole family them been in prison. That's all they know, the whole family. Even in spite of the oldest brother or the father to try to warn you, but why is it that the siblings always end up in there too? The whole family. Is it just the way to survive? In some cases, I guess they don't want these government handouts. Because the government is sitting over there waiting on you with these little low income checks. Because that's how you're gonna get you hooked on them. These poverty checks, they'll give you a poverty check, keep you in poverty, get you stuck. A lot of people don't even realize it, man, and that's sad. They don't even realize they in poverty. I'm gonna take this little hand out, because I don't have sense enough to get out and think for myself. I don't realize that, it could really be like this, but if I depend on this, but now that the government is cutting all of this, now what you gonna do? Now you hooked. They done got you hooked on these handouts, and now they send to cut the hand out. Now they send to cut the hand out that feeds you. Now you done lost the ability to knowing how to feed yourself. Now what we's gonna do? That's a hell of a situation, boy. You don't know how to feed yourself. You depending on somebody else to protect you, to guide you, to lead you. I mean, that's what most people do. They depending on somebody else for their resources. It is what it is. But I'm at my promise, man. I'm not looking for a handout. I'm not looking for I made it so far, without a handout. But it's some kind of. But when they see that, they gonna try to figure out how to take that away from you. Why when you get a man that knows how to get out here and survive and take care of himself, just leave that alone. Stop. Why is it so important for you to take these people doing fine? Let them live. Oh, we can't have that. It just makes too much sense. We don't need it, because if they see this, they gonna want it. Well, he out here working for it. He out here working for his independence. No, we can't have that. We got to have everybody depending on us. That's the way, Now you got all governments and the government, the president. Now you got the the mayor and everybody else got that same mindset. Oh, well, we got to keep these projects. Let them build their own project. Give them the tools. But I can tell you, I mean, these days, you go out in the country, look at country living, and you look at the city living. And you'll figure out you'll figure it out. But it's it's just as much shoot and go out in the country as it is in the city. It's just that the country is just not publicized. They got the sheriff behind them. And the sheriff don't have radar detectors. That's for a reason. Oh, we don't need no radar detectors out here. We know how to police ourselves. They don't. Go to most sheriff. Why I always wonder why sheriff don't have radar detectors. And some of them try to do they policing in the cities and they won't let them do it in the country. True. You better not bring that radar detector out here. We's free. I love God, I love me, and I love my life. But I hope people don't take what I'm saying. I have the option to either speak a lie, or I have the option to speak the truth. The truth don't pay. They say God don't pay, but the truth don't pay. It depends on the kind of life you're looking for. It depends on the kind of life you want to live. I like to tell the truth. They said the truth will set you free. Now the truth have people running behind me. That's what the truth is. The truth. That's why I'm getting all these skills, and they just keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. But what if you just try to live a life by God for a change? See how that works. Try it for a week and see how. Just try it. All you criminals, just for a week and see how that works for you. If it don't, just But either way, whatever life you live, we all gonna pay that price one day. We all gonna go before God. Trust me. We all gonna see that shining light, and that's when hell started falling. Trust me. You don't want God, and if you don't make that final sacrifice, bro, and you should happen to come by, your life gonna be one living hell. Cursed, just confused, just nothing, never going right. Trust me, I did that, done that. I did it. I done went before. I done been judged. So I know a little something about it. I know. I'm not just out here whistling Dixie. I can tell you. But the more I stand with God, the better my life is. I mean, it may not seem better to you, but trust me, I mean, man, I'm not suffering for nothing. I mean, like I said, I don't need no pill. I don't need no Tylenol. I don't need no ibuprofen. I don't need none of that. Blood pressure pill, uh, diabetes pill. I don't need none of that. None of that. I don't need no cocaine. I don't even need marijuana. And God made that. I don't need none of that. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't desire it. That's living. I mean, you living, I don't live under stress. No stress. I'm independent. God make a way for me. Sometimes I wonder how. I mostly wonder a hell of a lot. How did I do this? How am I doing this? How am I doing this? Even though, I mean, I'm living off of I'm living off of nothing, peanuts. I'm living in the mud, but I'm making it. I'm making it. And I have to give it all to God. And I made more money than this in the 80s. I'm serious. When I first got out of high school, I had more money than this. I remember back then, shoot, a household, and this is the thing, a father back then was making what $1.50 an hour back in the '60s, and it wasn't making but $1.50 an hour, and had 6, 7 kids, 8 kids, 9 kids, in a 2-bedroom apartment or house. They made it, and he was the only one that they ate. And he was the only breadwinner. Wife didn't got all them kids, and she had to take care of the kids. But they made it though. And we all come up like that in a 2-bed in sometimes a 1-bedroom apartment. Wasn't no living room, wasn't no kitchen. You got everybody was living like the Mexicans living now. I'm serious. Y'all have a blessed day. I done ran my mouth too long.